Hey, it's Jay the Haitian Mogul here. So I wanted to make this video because of the fact that, for one, I haven't been posting as much recently on my page. Two, thinking about revamping the page altogether. Three, been going through some shit personally, more so of a spiritual shift, and I feel as if that's also where my page might be geared towards. I'm still in the habit of learning marketing and learning how to make money online, but more so now is focused on doing the work inside yourself first before you can actually reap the rewards of everything that's going on the outside of you, which is basically you having your businesses flourish, having your relationships prosper, being able to really see these success when it comes to the work that you put in. So making this video after this past few weeks, past several months of definitely going through a number of different episodes when it comes to my mental, my spiritual journey in its entirety, and overall understanding myself and growing my businesses at the same time. Now, as you guys know, I do a multitude of shit. A lot of things that I do involve me being a graphic designer, which is one of the main things that I do. It's not in my forefront as of right now, but it's still something that I can still do and help out with. Photography now has been taken over as more than anything, as well as content creating. And content creating going in different various ways, whether it's for YouTube, such as this, or whether I'm creating things for Instagram, TikTok, and or OnlyFans. If you guys have been paying attention to anything that I have been saying, that you guys know that it is something that I am very passionate about. As different as that may be compared to what I normally have done, it all still ties in. The way that I see things that are going on right now and around me is that everything is connected one way or another. So me and my journey is going to connect me into how I'm going to also take care of my businesses, how I'm also going to market myself, how I'm going to speak upon myself to be able to bring those types of successes towards me. And the same thing goes with my relationships. How I treat myself is going to be dependent on how I treat others. So when I make sure that that foundation is intact, that foundation is unshakable as far as me, then everything else can follow suit. Now, I was looking at my old videos and I was thinking to myself, like, really understanding, like, I have really gotten to a place to where a few years ago, even in the time when I was struggling, I didn't have a whole lot, and I was leaving a relationship, and I was literally starting from scratch. And even in that time and place in my life, I was still gaining confidence in me, gaining more assurance in myself as far as where I wanted to go, who I saw myself as, and ultimately the success that I was going to get. So I wanted to also look back at that, because this weekend in its entirety has been a lot of self-reflection, a lot of motivation in a way of getting different perspectives. So I definitely would say this weekend has been reflection and perspectives, and really understanding of as far as my thought process. Because what I've been doing, or what I've been seeing, is in the last few weeks, I've been noticing my emotions have been like this. And with that, I'm thinking that, and then it's a way of my old self trying to creep into what I'm currently doing right now, showing up old triggers that I thought were gone a long time ago. But in actuality, with the perspective I've been having this weekend, and especially, is that those moments are actually leaving me. They're not staying here with me. That they are actually wanting to go ahead and pass through. And also show me that these are the things that might show up in its, from time to time, but it's also a way for me to acknowledge them, to be aware of them, to let them go through for what they need to be, and just let it be gone forever. So, but what I have also been noticing is that when they come up, instead of me just letting it pass through, I'll hold on to it, and then I'll start talking about it. I'll start feeling it. I'll start trying to understand it. Whereas you can do that to an extent, or I've noticed for myself, I can do that up to an extent. I just can't do that for too long, because then I'll find myself being in that place for longer than I need to, when in actuality, all that I need to be focused on is finding the solution and taking action on that solution and moving forward. So with that, because yesterday I took a whole day off, I wasn't going to do no photo shoots, no nothing. So I did that, so got and sat down with a therapist of mine. I've started doing that, and started getting different perspectives, started getting more insight, and really understanding that I am not as crazy as I am, for one, and the other is that everybody's going through something. Everybody's dealing with something in their lives, and it doesn't mean that one person is better than the other. It's just what is happening right now, and we have to really be aware of where we are emotionally and spiritually, especially if you are into that type of journey, so that way you can know that it's normal. You know, that everything is definitely going to pass, that you are definitely going to be in a better place, that if you don't put too much heavy thought into it and thinking that it's definitely going to be more about you and what you're trying to do and it's going to take you down, then in actuality, this is all just helping you. Everything that's happening around you is all to help you, every part of it. So putting that into its own perspective and understanding that and realizing that at the end of the day, we good. We good. So I wanted to start doing this thing that I actually had done for a while, and then I had not been as consistent doing it, which is basically showing more self-love to myself over time, and doing that starting maybe with a week, then going over to 2 weeks, maybe going to 30 days, then even going for longer up until it's a year, and then start doing it every day for the rest of my life. Why? Because it matters. Because if I don't do those things, if I don't start taking care of myself, understanding where I'm at, loving myself, really building up that confidence in me without having to get validation from anybody else, everything else around me will crumble. But if I continue to build that up, I will start to really be flourishing in various different ways, and it will come naturally. It won't be forced. It won't feel awkward. At first, it might for starting off new things that you aren't really familiar with, but over time, you start really developing a second nature to it, you know, and it started becoming a new habit, you know what I mean? And that's really what it all comes down to. We get so used to certain things that we've been doing in our lives that we forget that those things are actually taking over the things that we need to be doing. So we need to reprogram our mind, retrain our habits, retrain everything, so that way we can really start moving differently, start thinking differently, you know what I mean? And start really appreciating things that are around us that are actually helping us in its entirety. So not to really delve into a whole lot of that topic, but more so to let you guys know where I'm at with everything, where I'm at with my channel, where I'm at with my life, where I'm at mentally, and what you will start to expect out of me from this day forward. Again, it all falls into, you got to take care of the mind first, then you start, and of course the body follows. Outside of that, everything else is going to start basically like a tree branching off from there. So you have your relationships, you got your businesses, you got everything else that you got going on in between is now going to start clicking and start working itself together for the benefit of you. And this is why I'm going to change everything. I'm going to change everything, but it's not going to be in a bad way. I'm not trying to do anything for laughs. I'm not trying to do anything for kicks. I'm not trying to be out here just trying to teach you how to make a quick buck. You know, you can still do those things by having an idea and good intention as far as what it is that's going to be. But for right now, what I'm focused on is all about just really taking care of the mental, taking care of you. So don't ignore that shit. If when your body and your mind starts telling you something, your spirit starts telling you something, listen, pay attention, sit down and talk with it. Do what you need to do so that way you can really get into the root of the problem. Solve it and move forward. And we can do this together. It's not going to be an easy trip because it's going to be something that's going to be continuous. Things are going to come at you differently, and things are going to surprise the shit out of you. You know what I mean? And you're going to really be thrown off. But don't be discouraged. At the end of the day, everything is still it's always working out for you. Always working out for you. So that's all I got for this clip. As always, if you guys support me, you guys love what I'm talking about, please go ahead and share it and like the video if you're already on YouTube watching this. Definitely subscribe to my channel to see if you want to be able to keep up with anything else I have new coming. And just show me love. Leave me comments. Let me know what's up, what's on your mind, and what you feel about everything. And then we can move on from there and grow from there and be successful. But it starts here, All right? I love y'all. I'll catch y'all on the next one.